Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. It helps us out a lot, and we are trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions. Now, we've got some news on a couple animated films that are going to be coming out more than likely next year, but they are going to be big films, big franchise IPs. We're going to be talking about Shrek 5, Toy Story 5, and Frozen 3. Want to start off with Shrek 5, though. We're just going to talk about a little bit of the details that we have. I'm looking at the production grid. So let's look at the details for what we have so far on this film, and then we're going to tackle Toy Story 5, and then we're going to end it off with Frozen 3. So, DreamWorks Animation has officially announced that Shrek 5 is entering pre-production, marking the long-awaited return of the beloved franchise after more than a decade. Scheduled for a theatrical release on December 23, 2026, the film will bring fan-favorite characters back while introducing fresh faces that promise to expand the world of Far, Far Away. The original voice cast, Mike Myers as Shrek, Eddie Murphy as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona, are all set to reprise their iconic roles. Joining them is Zendaya, who will voice Felicia, the teenage daughter of Shrek and Fiona. This generational shift introduces new dynamics into the storyline and opens up a wide range of creative possibilities for both narrative development and visual storytelling. Directing the film are Walt Dorn, Conrad Vernon, and Brad Abelson. Dorn has a long-standing history with the franchise, having contributed in various creative roles across previous films. The screenplay is being written by Michael McCullers, who is well-versed in the tone, humor, and the heart that define the Shrek universe. And so as of right now, we do not have a shoot date. It is to be announced, but we do know what direction DreamWorks is going in, and we do know the film is going to be releasing next year. That is for Shrek 5. Now, let's talk about Toy Story 5, which I know is going to be a big deal as well. And so for Toy Story 5, it is in development, pre-production. Shoot date, we do have TBA, but they are going to start shooting in Emeryville, California. Basically, the sequel is going to be a follow-up to the events of Toy Story 4, so it's going to be a direct sequel to those events. There has been a gap in between Toy Story 4 and 5, of course. Toy Story 4 was not a bad film, I must say, and if they had decided to not continue making Toy Story films at that point, I think it would have been a fitting end for the franchise, but this is Hollywood, and we know how they like to do with these IPs, especially ones that have been around for 30 plus years. So as far as the director is concerned, we have Pete Docter, we have the writer Andrew Stanton, he's penning the script there possibly. There might be a team as well, we'll have to keep our eyes on developments. Jonas Rivera is a producer, Mark Nilsson is a producer on the film, Tim Allen is going to be back in this film as Buzz Lightyear, and Tom Hanks reprising his role as Woody. We're going to keep our eyes on this one. Like I said, this one has the least amount of information, but I do think Toy Story 5 is going to be a film that is going to make a splash in theaters, and when it gets announced officially, I think people are going to be excited for it. Toy Story seems to be one of those animated films that always works, and it's becoming one of those films that is multi-generational. So you put out a Toy Story film, it applies to the kids these days, also teenagers and adults that may be ranging into their 30s and 40s. Now, last but not least is Frozen 3. Walt Disney Animation Studios has officially begun pre-production on Frozen 3, the next chapter of the globally beloved franchise, scheduled for a theatrical release on November 24th, 2027. The project is already generating excitement across the industry and opening opportunities for animation and production professionals. The film is being developed by Walt Disney Animation Studios with Jennifer Lee, who co-directed and co-wrote the first two Frozen films, returning in a key creative role. Lee is expected to help guide the story's evolution, building on the emotional depth and character-driven storytelling that made the original film such a lasting success. Specific plot details remain closely under wraps, but Frozen 3 will continue the journey of Elsa, Anna, and their companions in a narrative that promises to explore new aspects of their magical world. The trusted original voice cast, Idina Menzel, Christian Bale, Josh Gad, and Jonathan Groff, are all slated to return, ensuring a strong sense of continuity for audiences worldwide. Production will primarily be based at Disney Vancouver Studio, a major hub for the company's animated features. Known for its cutting-edge technology and a vibrant community of artists and technicians, the Vancouver facility is expected to ramp up staffing across several departments, including animation, lighting, VFX, and production coordination. So anybody out there that's in the industry, there's a job for you right there. So that's pretty much what we got for Frozen 3 as well. I do believe we do have some information on the shooting dates, and so This film is actually going to begin shooting on May 5th, 2025. So in 3 days, ladies and gents, and that shoot's going to go all the way till November 30th, 2025. So that is going to be the third installment of Frozen. Definitely going to be some big films coming our way when you're talking about animated work. And obviously we'll get some sooner than others. I think Frozen's the one that's going to be coming out in 2027. Everything else is about fall 2026. But still cool to keep our eyes on what's going on and what's going to be coming up. If I get any more updates on any three of these films, I'll definitely be letting everybody know. I know there's a fan base for them, so we'll be keeping ourselves in the loop as much as possible. Ladies and gents, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Let them know to subscribe as well. Like this video and ring the bell for notifications to stay updated. With that being said, it's Neff signing off. Be safe.